They have no intelligence of their own. But the Apostle Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 8, we know that an idol is nothing in the world, and that there is none other God but one. But he says these gods are in fact devils, and they represent demons. The Holy Scriptures, in fact, tell us that often the devil and his demons inhabit, that is, actually possess these idols made of stone and wood. What does it mean then when we visit some of the most famous cathedrals and churches in the world and find the representations of the sinister devil? Overlooking the city of Paris, France, from high up on the west front of the famous Cathedral of Notre Dame is this bearded and horned stone devil. Here is another one at Notre Dame, and another, and another, and more. And more. The gargoyles, the devils, the creatures on top of this, one of the world's most famous cathedrals. What is this all about? Ah, yes. Well, of course, if we move from the largest cities in the world to some of the more intermediate or smaller cities, do we still find the devil? Oh, yes, indeed. In the state of Wisconsin, we found this horned devil beast decorating a building. In the city of Galway, England, we found this devil. And then some of the most famous people in the world seem to enjoy the company of devils. For example, Kadzan is the opulent home and mansion of John Ringling of Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey circus fame. It's sited in Sarasota, Florida. It's designed on the order of the Doge's Palace, the Duke's Palace in Venice, Italy. The architecture of this building has many zodiac planetary symbols decorating the frieze exterior, but it also has devils, such as this devil that we showcase. What is Mr. Ringling of circus fame doing with a devil on the exterior of his home? This is a horse fountain on the county courthouse in Fort Worth, Texas. Just a simple horse fountain, but look closely. Built by taxpayers' money, we have these strange creatures. Is that one a devil? Yes, it is. The horse fountain not only has a horse, but evidently has a devil carved in stone. How unexpected it would be to walk up to a home, a residence, an office building, and find a knocker like this. Ah, yes, close encounters with unexpected evil. Now, the book of Revelation in the Bible tells us about another beast that represents the devil. It says, I stood upon the sand of the sea and saw a beast rise up out of the sea. This is the vision of the Apostle John, telling us about the last days, a beast rising up out of the sea. Who is this beast? Is he Neptune? Is he Poseidon? The Greek and Roman gods of the sea? Is this who he is? And could his image be that of the devil in another disguise? If so, as I show on my most recent book, Mysterious Monuments, the Encyclopedia of Secret Illuminati Designs, Masonic Architecture, and Occult Places, you'll find that this god of the devil, who is really representation of the devil himself, coming up out of the sea, is found at the Library of Congress in Washington, D.C. And notice, preceding him in the water is, well, of course, a wicked and vicious, spitting sea serpent, the beast rising up out of the sea in Washington, D.C. If we enter the Library of Congress, its Jefferson Building, we find this wall painting in the southwest gallery of the Great Hall. another devil, another representation of the devil inside the people's house that represents the collective wisdom of America, the Library of Congress? Does the devil oversee the wisdom of America? Of course, America is not the only nation in the world that seems to be invoking and welcoming of devils. This is the royal palace in the nation of Portugal. Here again we have the beast that rises up out of the sea, Poseidon or Neptune, the sea beast, the so-called father of the ancient gods. And then we leave the sea beast to examine the many representations throughout this planet in which we sometimes unexpectedly find ourselves face to face with the devil as we look into the eyes of the dragon. The book of Revelation in the scriptures tells us a little bit about the dragon. It says in the last days, Satan will so deceive the world that the whole world wandered after the beast, and they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. Angel Alice Bailey, in her massive occult volume, A Treatise on Cosmic Fire, says that the true gods of earth are diva lords. They are our saviors. They are the builders of the air. They are the mighty ones. They have a plan for mankind. And through the Illuminati, they are performing a great work. And she calls them the dragons of wisdom. Are these the dragons of wisdom? Here's a dragon wall painting from a Greek Orthodox monastery. Another one from the Mammoth's Woods in England is a red dragon sculpture, only recently erected. Back to the Vatican at St. Peter's Cathedral in Rome, Italy, and we find this dragon on a large papal crest. Could one of the insignias of the Pope of Rome, the so-called Holy Father, be a dragon? Yes, indeed. Well, surely the people of Texas, the cowboy state, in the far south part of the United States, surely there are no dragons or serpents found in this state. Maybe longhorns, but no dragon. Well, think again. This dragon is a flying serpent dragon, and he sits atop an opera house. Who would have ever thought that Texans would appreciate the opera? Well, in Uvalde, Texas, they do. But it seems that the dragon oversees the lovely lyrical music inside the hall. Then we go to the capital of the state of Texas, to the Driscoll Hotel, and we look very carefully, and oh my, another serpent dragon at the Driscoll Hotel. Down the road in LaGrange, Texas, at the Fayette County Courthouse, is this demonic creature. What's he doing there? What's the devil doing in LaGrange, Texas? Here is another courthouse monster or devil in the state of Texas. And of course, we always seem to return to New York City, which seems to be a city of stone, beast, and devils. Just as we have the devil represented in Hyde Park in London, England, in Central Park, in the very center of this great city of commerce and finance, is this devil. Central Park in one of the buildings. The Astors were one of the richest families in the world. They lived in New York City. Here we have one of the buildings on their estate, and look very carefully above the black and white floor. We find the crest of the Astor family. And what is it if not the crowned dragon? The dragon. Some see this as a salamander, the fiery salamander of Satan, or a crowned dragon. We often find this basilisk creature. The basilisk, in fact, is a serpent that is crowned. It is said to have the ability to destroy and kill everything. Is this the meaning of the Astor family crest?